Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and another piece of content. Today, we're doing a little bit of investigation on Reddit, kind of digging through some music opinions and going to unpack them, give my take. Reddit, our music. Let's get into it. Are the Beastie Boys respected in the rap community? Easy answer, no. Unless you're talking about white rappers, in which case they are probably second or third best. They do matter in that respect. But as far as just general rap, no. People who think the Beatles are overrated. Why? This is an easy answer that a lot of people don't understand. When you have a massively influential band, what happens is that a bunch of people try to copy the Beatles. Then you have a whole decade of music that basically sounds like the Beatles. When you're looking back 50 years later, it makes the Beatles sound pretty uninteresting because it just sounds like the rest of music coming out of that era. So that's why people think the Beatles are overrated, because they don't get that they actually ushered in a whole new sound. What artist left a band and went on to have a more successful solo career? I'd say probably Taylor Swift. A lot of people don't even know that she was part of One Direction. And then Simon Cowell actually explained that she couldn't be part of it because it had to be a boy band and that a girl couldn't be in a boy band, which that shit would actually be really controversial today, but at the time, people just kind of rolled with it. Michael Jackson's Thriller returns to Billboard Top 10 after 38 years. I think this obviously isn't a question, but this makes sense. We're going to lose this pretty soon here because this is the 40th anniversary of Thriller. And a lot of people in my generation, even maybe a little bit younger, grew up listening to Thriller because their parents were listening to Michael Jackson. But I don't think the next generation is going to get that. Maybe 10 years, 20 years, and then we're going to see a big drop off. What artist left a band and tanked their careers? I'd have to say Taylor Swift. When she left One Direction, she lost a lot of momentum. Luckily, she was able to bounce back. Is there a subreddit for sharing your own music? There's not. The best way is to just get out there, hand CDs out on the street. If you actually want a good tactic, what you do is you dress up in really nice clothes so people think you're something. You sign the CD before they even buy it, or you give it to them. That way they can't not accept it. So when you sign it, then they'll feel bad for not giving you money, and they'll probably throw you $5 or $10. It's a great way to make money and make people hate you. Hey, music lovers, let's please take some time to support arrested Iranian musicians, artists, and journalists through awareness. Greatest song covers. This is an easy one. When Taylor Swift covered Taylor Swift on All Too Well, basically double dipped her own success, unprecedented. The biggest business move of my generation for sure. Re-record your own song and then convince people that it's interesting. That's crazy. That's crazy. You just re-record the exact same thing, fabricate this whole thing about, how you're sad because of Scooter Braun is a better business person than you. Coolest voice in hip hop. Probably I'd have to say T Swizzle. She did a song with T-Pain. She is a female rapper that doesn't lean into her femininity to sell records, which I don't think is bad. Don't get me wrong. I think, anyone finding any way to sell records is great. Excluding Eminem, what white rapper has had the biggest impact on hip hop? Great question. White rapper. Which ones are there? There's definitely which is the first half of Logic. And then there's Vanilla Ice and Eminem. I'd probably honestly just have to say NF. What's the most tasteless line in hip hop history in your opinion? We're gonna scroll through and see what some of these are, because I read the first one and it is literally something I'm gonna have to edit out. Definitely DMX when he said, "If you got a daughter older than 15, I'm like, don't even want to say that because my roommates are home. People get confused." Previous Loan 8235 says, "That one is really, really bad." Good point. Go ahead and give that little boy an upvote. Why my hands are so numb? Because my grandmother's dick and I didn't. Holy shit. Bizarre in fight music? Biggie talking about kidnapping kids on What's Beef? That's soft compared to what we just read. No dame can give me a bad name. I got mad fame. I'm quick to put a slug in a brain. I be placing snitches inside lakes and ditches, and if I catch AIDS, and I'm gonna start. Yo, that's not funny. That's not funny, to be clear. I was laughing at something else I was thinking about. Rick Ross, finger in the holy water, then I go and tell them what happened to my only daughter. What Rick Ross is talking about is like having these kind of encounters with women, and then he goes back and tells his daughter about it. His one daughter, he tells her. Lil Yachty and Broccoli, touch my gang, we can turn this to Columbine. It's a tasteless lyric, but if anyone can do it, I might link this just because this is so wild. We'll end the video on this because I think this is tasteful. Biggie, I got techniques dripping out my butt cheeks, sleep on my stomach so I don't up my sheets. That is something I think we can all get behind. Catch you on the next one.